Hey YouTube, it's Brenda Turner from leansecrets.com, and I am here today to free you of your carbophobia. I myself am a recovering carbophobe. There were many years when I didn't eat any carbohydrates. When I started to then again eat carbohydrates is when I noticed that my body was able to perform so much better in the gym. My brain functions better when I eat some carbs, and I feel a whole lot better. I'm not like pushing through my day. Everybody's different. Some people don't need a lot of carbs, some people need more carbs than others, but everybody should be eating a little bit, moderate amount, or some carbohydrates. I can't tell you exactly how many carbs you should be eating. It really depends on what your goals are, what your body type is, your biochemistry, but I can tell you what kinds of carbs you should be eating, and I can tell you that these carbs are safe carbs. You can pretty much eat these and sleep sound at night knowing that you're not going to put on body fat eating these types of carbs. First, I want to start with vegetables. Everybody just kind of like blinked out right now. I say the word vegetables, everyone just kind of tunes out. Vegetables are the most important kind of carbohydrate that you can eat, and vegetables are a carb. So frozen vegetables, fresh vegetables, doesn't really matter. Just eat some vegetables, okay? This is the most important part of any kind of weight loss plan. When you're eating vegetables, your body's got the nutrients it needs. It's gonna feel really good. You're gonna feel full of life and energy. I've got some frozen peas here. I love bell peppers, spinach, carrots, and hummus. I've talked about that before. Now I'm gonna get into some of the more interesting vegetables, and please don't tune out on this, because these vegetables are something that you are probably going to end up loving, and you probably haven't had these before. These are parsnips, and parsnips are so delicious. I love parsnips. They look like a big white carrot, but when you cut them down and you saute them, they turn into almost like a potato consistency, but they are so low in calories, high in fiber, high in nutrients, very dense, and they're gonna fill you up. And they taste so good. They even smell very good. They smell kind of like a mix between a carrot and I can't quite place it, but I love parsnips. Another vegetable that you may not be familiar with but that you should start eating is a rutabaga. Rutabagas are so good for weight loss. They're so dense and they're so fibrous, and they are very, very filling and satisfying. Any kind of squash is really, really good. If there's one thing that you should try from here that you may not have tried before, well, you should try everything here, but one thing that you're probably gonna love is spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash looks like this, okay? These are all the things that you kind of walk by in the supermarket and you don't really even pay attention to. Cut it in half, cook it in your oven, 375 for about an hour. It'll get soft, and you basically fork at the inside and it turns into little noodles that look like pasta. Another vegetable that people forget about is pumpkin. I love pumpkin. The easiest way to do it is just buy cans of pumpkin. These are available all year round, and I use it in my protein pancakes. I use it in my protein shakes. Greek yogurt, I mix it with my Greek yogurt, and these carbohydrates are gonna give you the energy that you need, and they're also gonna give you the vitamins, minerals, etc., etc. You're gonna feel great after eating stuff like this. Sweet potatoes are like a staple. You can do so many different things with a sweet potato. You can bake them, you can dehydrate them, you can mash them up, you can sweeten them, you can make them savory, you can do so many different things with a sweet potato. Moving right along, I'm gonna talk about fruit. Fruit is great. Berries are ideal. Pomegranates are also very healthy. Any kind of fruit, really, don't worry about it. If you want a piece of fruit, go have a piece of fruit. Fruit is a healthy carb. You don't want to necessarily overdo it and eat too much all day long, but fruit is totally fine. Okay, now this is the big part that I want to emphasize, because so many people talk about whole grain cereal, whole grain bread, whole grain bagels. None of it is whole grain. When people say, I can't eat bread, but what about whole grain? There is no such thing really as a whole grain bread. This is what a whole grain looks like. This is quinoa. It's a whole grain, a literal whole grain. This is rice, a whole grain of rice. Whole grain. So when companies say our cereal is whole grain, our this is whole grain, our that is whole grain, I personally, in my view, do not consider their statements to be true. I don't think that anything can be called whole grain unless it's a whole grain. Quinoa is a whole grain, very healthy carbohydrate, rich in protein, and will make you feel like $1,000,000. Brown rice is very lean friendly. Brown rice, most people can tolerate brown rice. Most people eat brown rice. It's like a neutral food that not a lot of people are intolerant to. We've got vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Now I'm gonna go into legumes and beans. Black beans, kidney beans, red beans, white beans, any kind of beans that you want. These are black beans. This is a black bean salsa. Another starchy kind of carbohydrate is lentils. Lentils are so good, and these actually are red lentils. Hey, there's so much stuff here. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm just kind of going for it, going in for the kill. Keep in mind, the primary source of carbohydrate should be everything I just talked about: fruits, vegetables, whole grains. But then you can always add in some packaged carbohydrates that are legit. You want to make sure that when you buy packaged carbohydrates, you look at the ingredients and you check to make sure that it's made from whole foods, that there's nothing enriched, and that there's no gluten, there's no wheat, nothing wheat, even if it says whole wheat. Packaged carbohydrates that I'm liking right now are Mary's Gone crackers. I love this cracker in various flavors. The roasted brown rice couscous. A lot of people ask me, can I have couscous? Normal couscous is made with wheat, and I am not a proponent of wheat, and you guys know that. But if you are new to the channel and you don't know my stance on wheat and why you shouldn't be eating wheat, you can check out this 10 reasons to stop eating wheat video. And if you're craving pasta, here's some brown rice pasta. The ingredients here is organic brown rice and water. For anyone who's looking for bread and looking for a good bread brand, Food for Life has wheat and gluten-free breads that I like, that are brown rice bread. They have black rice, brown rice. This particular bread is wheat-free, gluten-free raisin pecan bread. Now, just like I said before, all this other stuff is ideal and takes precedent over the packaged stuff. Now I'm gonna take a minute to talk to you guys about the carbohydrates that are not ideal, or the bad carbs. Good carbs, bad carbs. So the bad carbs that are not going to help you with your fat loss goals are cereal, box crackers, juice, any kind of pasteurized, prepackaged juice. If you're making your own juice with a juicer at home, that's a totally different animal. But if you're buying juice from a store that's pasteurized, from concentrate, sweetened, all that stuff is a very bad carbohydrate. Crackers, cookies, chips, 100-calorie packs, all of those carbs are not good carbs. It doesn't matter what the label says. Look at the ingredients. That's the key. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video and for being a subscriber to the Lean Secrets channel. If you have any questions about the video, you can put it down there. There might be a sequel to this. There probably will be a sequel because there's so much more. If you guys want to see recipes from anything specific on here, let me know. I was so tempted to cook up a whole bunch of random stuff for this video, but the video would have been like 2 hours long. Everything on here. I have so many recipes for all this stuff. I will see you guys all Tuesday. I'll see you all Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to check out my Lean Secrets fat loss program at leansecrets.com. And other than that, I will see you guys later. Talk to you soon. Bye.